Hi guys, Mark here for KetoKitchenCollection.com, and today's question is, I can't bring myself to count calories. Can I still use a keto diet? Absolutely, yeah. Of course you can use a keto diet whether you're counting calories or not. So remember, the first rule of the keto diet is to get yourself into ketosis. And once you've done that, you'll get a whole range of health benefits whether you're counting calories or not. When it comes to losing weight, however, if you're not counting calories and you get yourself into ketosis, you may lose weight, but you may not. Okay, understand that sometimes weight loss can come with the keto diet alone. It is very beneficial for aiding weight loss, but there are situations where you may not lose weight if you're not paying attention to how much food you're eating. So the problem is that even if you're in ketosis, you go on the keto diet, you're eating completely keto approved food and meals. You know you're in ketosis. You may have tested yourself to see you're in ketosis. If you're not tracking the amount of food you eat, you could be in a surplus of calories and just be eating more than your body needs to function each day, or you could be in a deficit where you're eating less than your body needs to function each day. If you're eating more, you're going to gain weight. The keto diet is not magic. As much as you see on the ads and people, the keyboard warriors on the forums talk about, it's some magic fat burning process that will just melt the fat off you. Yeah, it does to a degree, but if you eat too much, that food has to go somewhere and it will store as fat, okay? The problem is, if you're not counting calories, you're not going to know if you're in a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus, and you have to be okay with that. If you choose to go on a keto diet and not count your calories, you have to be okay with the fact that you might gain weight. It's that simple, okay? The challenge is, if you're going to not count your calories, you have to guess the amount of food that you're taking in from day to day and keep it consistent day after day after day, week after week after week, so that you've got some way of measuring that food, and after 2 or 3 weeks you can see what your body's done, see how it's changed. Have you gained weight? Have you lost weight based on the food that you've eaten? The problem here is that keeping it consistent from day to day, if you don't measure your food, you don't track it, you don't pay attention to it, you just put something on the plate and eat until you're not hungry anymore, and do that day after day after day, you've got no way of measuring anything, okay? And if you gain weight, you gain weight. You've got nothing to fall back on. If you're trying to eyeball your food and guesstimate it and have the same portion each day, people in general, human beings, are crap at figuring out or guessing the weight of food, portion size and portion control, and keeping it consistent day after day. We're not good at it, okay? We cannot fine-tune it just by looking at it. Unless you've got some way of measuring it, in which case you're essentially doing calorie counting to some kind of degree. We're not very good at it. So that's the challenge if you're not specifically weighing food and counting calories, and it's not as onerous as it seems. There's a small learning curve to doing it, but guys, understand that if you don't do it, it's going to be extremely hard for you to make adjustments and pinpoint where you're going wrong if you're gaining weight on a keto diet. And again, if you choose to not count calories, you can do a keto diet, but you have to be okay with the fact that you might gain weight. Again, it's just that simple. That's if you're not tracking your food, you might gain weight, and that'll be the problem. If you're in ketosis and you're not tracking your food and you're gaining weight, the problem is you're not tracking your food. It's that simple, okay? Again, I keep saying it's that simple. It is, guys. Really, it is. Now, if your weight goes down and you're not tracking your food and your calories, fantastic. That's great. That's taken a layer of complexity out of it that you don't have to worry about, and I'm genuinely happy for you. But for a lot of people, that just doesn't happen, okay? However, if you're not worried about your weight, and this is what I tell a lot of beginners, don't worry about the weight loss to begin with. Worry about getting yourself into ketosis, because I know a lot of people don't want to start the keto diet because they've got to figure out meal plans, they've got to figure out exercise regimes, they've got to figure out, counting calories and all this sort of stuff, and it can get a bit to information overload. So I understand the question, if I don't count calories, can I still do a keto diet? Yes, Get on the keto diet. Don't count calories to start with. Don't worry about exercise. Don't worry about weight loss to start with. Just get yourself into ketosis. And if you have any specific questions with regards to any of this, please post them in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to help you out as much as I can. If you got some benefit or entertainment or value from the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.